Hey guys, just popping on to just giving an update on my new position here as camp host. We opened on Friday, and I had my campground to do, and then Little Bear, which has 35 sites. I think mine has 20. I think it went really well. Once, like yesterday was perfect, even though it rained all day. It poured all night long. There were tenters here. I just felt so bad. A few of them left. There was a little family over here. Guy brought his kids and his sister's kids to go fishing. They left finally about 4 o'clock or so. Maybe I think even later than that. They were soaked. Um, but yesterday was great because I got to do what I wanted to do. I got to do my work my way. I like to work smarter, not harder. And um, except till this morning, I went over to Little Bear 3 times, which was supposed to check the bathrooms 3 times a day. Okay, well, I did that. And sorry about that. I went in the afternoon because there are people that are having fires and they're staying warm by them. And we have a cage over there with firewood that you can't get unless someone's there to, like me, to unlock it and sell it to you. So I just want to make sure that everyone had firewood, dry firewood, because the bags are, the wood is in a plastic bag. And my boss came over this morning. I'm just so appreciative of all the work that you're doing and blah, blah, blah. But, I'm like, but what? He goes, but you don't need to go to Little Bear 3 times a day. 2 is fine. You can go over in the morning and then later in the afternoon to collect out of the tube and register those guests. And like, well, why can't I just do my job my way? What difference does it make? Am I going to use extra gas over the $5 that you're going to give me a week? It, you know, just I'm a very efficient worker. I get my job done and I do it very well. Not to pat myself on the back or anything, but I do. That's just who I am. And if I want to go to Little Bear 4 times a day and drive around to check everything out, let me. I found a camper, not even a camper, a woman having a bonfire cooking hot dogs yesterday. She thought it was the day use area. She goes, well, I paid for the day use. Isn't there like a grill or a camp ring that we can have a fire in? And I was like, no, and you can't be here in the campground unless you pay for it. So I just told her that, oops, sorry, Owen is knocking the tripod over. So I just told her to finish up dinner, and she said no problem, which I wasn't going to kick her out until she was done. She had like a 4-year-old little boy with her, and I think her husband was there too. That's just who I am. No one, what harm was it doing? She already had the fire lit, and they were just about ready to cook a hot dog. How long does that take? A minute? And it rained soon after I told her that anyway, so I'm sure they just packed up and left. But anyway, gotta get off track so easy, don't I? I'm like a butterfly or a moth in a headlight. Yeah, yesterday went great. Today it's supposed to rain again. My boss told me it's supposed to pour again at 10 o'clock, but it's almost 11 now, and it hasn't poured yet. But I went over, I cleaned my campground. I was told not to mop either. I didn't mop the ladies' rooms because of all the mud and the debris that comes in when it's raining out, right? So I made sure I just swept the bathrooms out. There's only 2 of them, which is 4 bathrooms. We have 2 bath houses, so 4 pit toilets. But the men's room over on that side, where the family of all these little kids were, they were like 7 and 9. I think there was 5 boys. Yeah, they missed the toilet quite a few times, so I wasn't going to leave urine all over the floor, so I made sure that I mopped that. I ended up mopping that twice. It just looked disgusting, and I had nothing else to do, so why can't I just mop that? So I told my boss that. He agreed with me, but I wasn't going to mop the bathrooms when it's raining out just to mop them. I'm not that dumb. But anyhow, I did see this beautiful deer coming out of Little Bear yesterday. Last night I put that in a video that I was just trying to do. I was just about done. I was going to head out back over to the visitor center while they're open, and hopefully I can upload that for tomorrow. But I have an issue sometimes when I add text to it. Like first, I had most of the video, then I just added some more clips to the beginning and to the end. So then that screwed up all my text. It like moves to a different part of the video. So then I have to redo it. Just sit here and hold this, Owen. Yeah, go in your crate. And then the text comes out. I don't know what I hit, but the text is really, really big, and it comes down this way. horizontal, right? Yeah, diagonal, yeah. And I don't know how to fix that. So I'm going to have to just redo the whole thing, just start new. And, you know, so I'll try and get that done. And hopefully I can get that up tomorrow. It just shows me basically what I do when the campers leave. Or like what I do when I go to the self-pay. I don't have a self-pay here, which I wish we did. Because I'll have to be woken up if I'm sleeping. And so the self-pay over at Little Bear, it's just a tube. You fill out your envelope, put your money in, pick your site. You take those envelopes out, excuse me, and then you register them on your paper. And then you go check to make sure they're in the right site. And they have the right amount of people. If they have any extra cars, it's $10 per vehicle. And just then checking like when the people have departed their campsites. Oh, and seriously, you just go into the campsite and you pick up any trash that's there, and you make sure that the fire pit is not hot. It's not smoldering. I passed 2 young people leaving yesterday morning, and I went to check their site, and they had thrown fresh paper towels in it that were starting to light, and there was a log in there that was kind of smoldering, but it looked like it was going out. And I didn't have any, I didn't have a jug of water with me, and I didn't have anything to put water in, except I did realize I took the paper towels out, and I brought them back to my car. And in the truck I had a water bottle, so I got them all wet and threw them out. So then I went back the second time yesterday afternoon. There was another fire pit that I checked, and it was really hot. It's like they had just left and just had a fire in it. So I had a gallon of water with me, and I doused that. But make sure that you don't leave trash in the fire pit, for one. I mean, I find dog poop bags. I find all kinds of crap. Beer cans, beer bottles, just everything they throw into the fire pit, thinking that it's magically going to burn up and disappear. That doesn't happen. So I always bring water with me. And don't leave your fire pit hot. Anything can happen. Just a small breeze, and all the fire needs is oxygen, and it can relight again. And we don't need another forest fire. My home is here. And if I had to evacuate quickly, I'd probably end up leaving my house. And then where would I be? What kid is going to take me in? Okay, guys? Which one of you is going to take me in? And then, what else? I showed you checking the bathrooms. What I do, just, sweep. And I think we're supposed to mop them once a week. But that's up to us. Just as long as the bathroom's clean, and check the toilet paper. That nobody runs out. And that's another thing I ran over there for the 3rd time yesterday too, to check the bathrooms, because there are people that will take all the toilet paper to use as fire starter. So just let me do my job. But I did enjoy it yesterday and today. It seems like the sun is coming out, so hopefully this rain blows away. And it was 45 degrees at 10 o'clock this morning. It's like it's almost the end of June, and it's Father's Day weekend, so I guess a lot of people are coming up here camping, and it's just miserable weather, just miserable. If you come in a tent, come prepared. Bring a tarp for underneath it. Put your bedding in your truck during the day so it doesn't get damp. Have a tarp to go over your tent to stay dry. I just feel bad. I feel bad for all of these tenters up here, and so a lot of them went home. Well, I had 2 over in the other campground. The family here left, and oh well. Well, guys, hopefully I can get these videos up. And there's the dogs. Violet's back there sleeping. Elliot's right here. Hey, buddy. Hey, Owen. Come here. Come on, buddy. Come say hi. Let me get him up for you. Say hi, buddy. Come on. Owen has found his voice. Yep. He even barks to come in now. And he barks at people walking by. He barks at dogs walking by. Yeah, we need to stop. But I have been leaving him out in the trailer while I go and do my rounds and stuff. And, oops. He's been really, really, really good. Hasn't gotten into anything that I've noticed. So that's a plus right there. I did find him up on the cat's windowsill here, on his shelf, in the window. So when it gets warmer out, I think I'm going to put that little grate I have for the truck window in there so he doesn't get any ideas, or maybe he can go through the screen. I have no idea what goes through a dog's head. You know what I mean. But he's been a really good dog, and I've really enjoyed having him. But I'll let you guys go, and I'll see you again.